In the treasure trove of Jataka tales, which are stories about the Buddha's previous lives, there is a particularly touching one about filial piety and the power of compassion. This is the story of Sovannasama, a golden boy who devoted himself to his blind parents and, through his boundless kindness, even converted the one who took his life. Today, let's revisit that story, a profound lesson that remains valuable to this very day. Our story takes place in the mystical Himavana forest, a legendary version of the Himalayas where hermits practice their spiritual path and live in harmony with nature. Here lived the virtuous ascetics, Dipala and Palika. After a small mistake during their meditation, they both suffered the karmic retribution of losing their sight. But there was good news amidst their hardship. They gave birth to a handsome son. With a gentle and pure nature, they named him Sovannasama, which means golden boy, from a very young age. Sovannasama understood that his parents could not see. He lovingly took on all the work around their small hut. He would fetch fresh water from the stream, pick red fruits from the trees, and even hunt gently, always careful not to take a life. Whenever storms raged through the forest, he would be there to rebuild their humble hut. Even though he lived in the wilderness, working hard every single day, he never once complained. In fact, he considered taking care of his parents to be a source of joy and a sacred responsibility. Sovannasama's filial piety was so renowned that even the wild animals approached him without fear, and birds would always chirp melodiously around their home. He became a symbol of purity and compassion throughout the entire Himavana forest. One fateful day, King Filial, a ruler skilled in martial arts, but known for his hot temper, went hunting in the forest. Deep within the woods, the king suddenly spotted a handsome young man drawing water from a stream. His appearance was as gentle and serene as a divine being. The sunlight shone on Sovannasama's body, making him appear as if he were glowing. The king thought to himself, "This young man must be a god. If I capture or shoot him, I can offer him to the other gods and earn their blessings." With that thought, the king drew his bow. The arrow flew like lightning and struck Sovannasama, who collapsed to the ground, his blood seeping into the earth. Back at the hut, as dinner time came and went, Sovannasama's parents began to worry. He had never been this late before. They groped their way along the familiar forest path, their hands trembling, calling out his name. "Sama, where are you? Please answer your parents." Their desperate calls echoed through the forest, a sound that would move anyone who heard it. As they reached the stream, their hands felt their son's body, now growing cold, even though they were blind. A parent's heart feels everything. The two cried and hugged their son. "My child, if you die, how will we live? You are our eyes, our hands, our only hope." At this heart-wrenching scene, the gods in the heavens were shaken. Sovannasama's karma was not yet exhausted, and his immense filial piety had moved the divine realms. To deities, Saka and a forest protector descended to earth and appeared before King Filial. They blamed the king for his reckless crime, for shooting without knowing who his target was. Filled with remorse, the king knelt down and said, "If I can save him, I am willing to do anything." At that moment, a god unleashed his magic. Sovannasama gradually opened his also recovered their sight. The entire family hugged each other, overcome with indescribable joy. Sovannasama then turned to King Filial with no resentment in his heart. He said, "Your Majesty, compassion is the greatest power. When someone makes a mistake, what they need is not punishment, but awareness." The king was moved to tears and vowed from that day forward to rule his kingdom with compassion. The story of Sovannasama offers three profound lessons. First, filial piety is the most beautiful virtue, no matter our circumstances. Devotion to our parents is the guiding light for our lives. Second, compassion has the power to dissolve all hatred. Sovannasama chose forgiveness over revenge, even for the one who had shot him down. And third, sincere repentance can transform a person. The king changed from a reckless killer into a protector of the virtuous. The story of Sovannasama is not just an ancient legend. It reminds us that filial piety helps our hearts become pure, and compassion helps the world become peaceful. If you love profound stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.